Hi, I'm Mark Nicol, and this is Allison Imrie.
Hello.
And we're within the Division of Infection and Immunity at UWA and the Marshall Center. And we'd like to share with you some exciting new work we're doing on human coronavirus infection and COVID-19. And one of the big puzzles about COVID-19 is why it really doesn't cause severe disease and in fact very seldom causes symptomatic disease in young children. Allison and I believe that potentially one of the explanations for this is that young children are frequently infected by what we call seasonal coronaviruses. So these are not COVID-19 infections, these are other coronaviruses which typically cause common cold infections in young kids. And one of our hypotheses is that recent infection with these seasonal coronaviruses may develop protective immune responses which protect against COVID-19 illness.
So what we're interested in doing is looking at the effect of that pre-existing immunity on the new infection that they may have with SARS-CoV-2. So that kind of immunity can be protective, we think, to some degree. And what does that mean? It means it can limit the amount of illness that that child experiences, right? It can make their disease milder, hopefully. But there's also the possibility that your previous immunity can enhance your secondary infection or your infection with SARS-CoV-2. So there are different mechanisms for that, and that's what we are very interested in looking at. So how do we do that? So we work with viruses here at what's called a PC3 laboratory, right? So it's the higher level laboratory that takes much more protection, more protective measures to protect the person working with those viruses, but also to limit the ability of those viruses to be released into the environment. Right? So we use that virus in our assay systems to define, to characterize the kind of immunity that these children have experienced, try to determine the impact of their previous infection on their new infection, and then how that might impact the way that they present with their illness.